We're back with Yaphet Kotto, a man whose name you also know, as you recognize immediately. He starred in such films as Alien, Live and Let Die, Brubaker. On television, he played Last Days of Entebbe, where he played Idi Amin. Now he's starring in another NBC series, which is called For Love and Honor. Okay, because we had some name changes at the last minute there. That's television. It's good to see you again.
Good seeing you again.
This is your first television series.
Yes.
I mean, on a weekly basis.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah. So how many have you done so far?
A television?
I mean, in this series.
We've done the pilot.
Yeah.
That's all.
Which in these days sometimes means 6 shows, 5 shows. This is just one show.
I think that if the word goes down that we're on, and it seems like that's happening, there'll be 16 for the first year and 22 for the second, and on down to 5 years.
A successful film actor, to make the jump to television, was it hard for you to do? I mean, did you have to think about it before you did it?
No, because the decision was based on the material. You know, people say that, how can you go from movies to television? But you're really not going from movie to television. You're going from one script to the best script that you can find. And television scripts for movies and pilots, television had come to me before, but I was interested in the subject matter. This subject matter I was very much interested in. So it doesn't matter to me where they show it, as long as I play the character.
What's the show about?
Paratroopers in basic training.
And you play which character?
A sergeant named Sergeant China, James Bell.
The instructor?
A drill instructor, yeah.
Anything, I guess people immediately ask you, is it anything like the Lou Gossett role in Officer and Gentleman?
No, I don't think so. I think the opportunity to play this kind of role might have been inspired by the Officer and Gentleman movie that gave birth to it, but the role is completely different.
You a tough guy?
Well, yes and no.
On certain occasions.
Depends when he needs to be tough.
Isn't there a female lead in this? Isn't there a girl that wants to be a paratrooper also? Do I have that right?
There are 2 women in the show who are paratroopers and who are going through basic training. This show is an ensemble of people, their problems, in women, men, you know.
Which actually happens in the military now. Everybody trains together, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when I was in, that was the big deal when you saw the wax. You know, once in a while, at a distance. You know. Now they all march together. During the break, you were talking to Dr. Friedman about some of your phobias.
Yes, the fear of flying.
Well, what are you going to do with the first time when they push you out of an airplane? Because after all, if you're going to be working with paratroopers, I guess you're going to have to try it.
It wasn't a problem. I don't know, over the years now, I've been flying and flying and flying. And then suddenly, in the last 2 years, I said, wait a minute, hold it. It's first-class business. Because before I was insisted, if I don't fly first class, I'm not going. But over the years, last couple of years, I said, wait a minute, I'm in first class.
Yeah, the first one into the mountain, right?
Right. So,
Sorry about that, yeah.
So now I said, to the back of the airplane. So now, no one has to tell me to go to the back of it. I go to the back of the plane.
Back in smoking.
Not even a law.
You know, a lot of people, that's a very common problem. You were saying that, Bill. And it's a problem that I had several years ago. As a matter of fact, I was a correspondent I was offered a job as a correspondent for ABC Network News. And I realized I had to deal with the fear of flying. And there are a lot of very fine methods that you can use that can be very, very helpful.
I need all the methods.
Okay.
Right now, I'm sitting under, you know, where they say the box is, and it's blast seat. And that's where I sit, because the statistics say that that part of the plane is built structurally fine. You don't have to worry about it. Even if it goes down, you can walk away. And at the end of some of the airline tragedies we see, I was sitting in the back of the plane, and the guy gets off and says, I was asleep, you know, in the back. So that's why I sit in the
That's
back
what
of
I
the
do, is I sleep. I get to fly a lot, and I sleep. I
always
always take the red eye somewhere, and then this way, if it goes, you know, I'll just either wake up down there or not know about it.
You want a quick tip that works? Something really very simple. This isn't the cure or the answer, but it's something that will help. And it's going to sound very simplistic, but just stick your head into the cockpit and say to the 2 guys up there, listen, I'm going to be in 25C. You guys run into any trouble? You call me. I mean, do not hesitate. Let me know immediately. I'm precious cargo. I'm going to help you get this.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. You're going to feel that sense of human contact. And then you say to the stewards, you know, I'm not flirting. Or the steward, I just want to tell you that if there's any problem, well, if you are, my guest, if there's a problem, I just want you to know, because it so happens that I'm a professional healer and I'm going to calm the people in the plane and work with you. That gives you the sense that you're going to be in on the info just a little bit. And I think that it makes you feel there's not a robot up there. There are
Right.
human beings who know that there are human beings who are concerned. And try it. If it doesn't work, don't call me.
I flew, this is true, I flew to Dallas one time, and across the aisle was Ernest Ainsley, the healer. And all through the flight, I kept looking over at him, because I figured if anything was going to happen, maybe he'd know about it, you know. But once I was on a plane where the flight crew panicked, and it scared me to death.
They panicked.
They panicked, because they're supposed to be trained to just, you know, take anything, smile, we're going down, or whatever. But there was a sudden panic, and they ran from the front of the plane towards the back, and I didn't know what was going on.
See, at that point,
scared to death.
At that point, I've been dead. See, that's all I have to see is the.
You know, frankly,
Well, that's-
I hate
I was
these
the-
conversations when I'm going to fly tomorrow. I don't
Oh,
even
you're
know why we're
leaving
doing
tomorrow
this to
morning.
each other.
Are you flying tomorrow?
Yes, I am. I'll
Me
hold your
too.
hand. That's okay.
Right.
Okay. I'll take it.
From planes going to the opposite
Well, it
direction?
doesn't matter.
Well, they panicked because somebody had, a lady had gotten sick and passed out in the back of the plane. And they had to run back with the
Inexcusable.
oxygen.
Inexcusable.
I
I
just
should have been
did.
fired or dropped out of the plane at that very moment. I wouldn't have tolerated it.
Scary, scary.
Out of the plane.
Well, listen, they have to have their punishment.
Your
just
other
like everybody
fear,
else.
which kind of ties in with the fear of flying, is the fear of dying.
Not really. It's just the fear of flying. It's I think that that bothers me the most. And panicking. It's maybe I'm tired. Maybe I've been working too hard. Maybe
I
that's
don't think that's it. I think that very creative people who are in the peak of their life and oftentimes who are feeling that things are so wonderful have a tremendous fear of the loss of control, that somehow...
exactly it. Because things are happening for me now. You know, I'm going from one film to another, literally. I have a film coming out in August I'm very proud of. And going to do a movie of the week in a couple of weeks. So things are
What's the
happening.
film in August?
Star Chamber, 20th Century Fox release.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of it. I'm hearing very good things about it. Things are going good. And because things are going good, now...
It's your Jewish guilt.
Right.
Yeah.
Now if a little thing happens in my chest, right away it's...
The palpitation, it's it.
It's-
This is it, it's terminal, whatever
it's
it
terminal.
is. Yeah.
And I'm calling doctors and saying, listen, I felt a little something. Oh, a little
I should
something.
give you my number. You could just call me
I
from
have
anywhere.
to.
I'll tell you
What do
you're
you
fine.
do as a psychologist? I mean,
What do you mean what I do? I'm doing
no,
it.
No, I mean, when you must have some things that bother you or worry you. Do you have to sit down and sort them out yourself?
No. I would not be that arrogant. I have a guy that I credit with having saved my psyche, that I even see now several times a year. You know, I do talk radio as a psychologist in Detroit. I think I have a responsibility to see someone on occasion to make sure that I am well grounded and I'm not flying somewhere or making people crazy. And I practice what I preach.
So that's how you
Yeah, I
take
don't
care
attempt
of
to
it.
be my own doctor. I wouldn't. I think that's a foolish thing to do.
I always wondered about that, you know, especially when you sit around and listen to other people's problems all day long.
There is the temptation on occasion,
Yeah.
I will admit, to say, you think you got problems? Just wait a minute. But you don't. I mean, you pass on it.
Now, you're talking about all these films you've got out, the TV show, the films you've been working on. What is a normal schedule for you every day? How do you have time to worry about anything?
You can find time.
You have to look for time to worry.
That's right. I'm constantly worrying, and I don't like it. I don't know what to do about it. I thought I'd maybe go under hypnosis, and perhaps they could tell me, you know, that something is wrong, because constantly worrying about things, that it's not going to go right, and someone doesn't call me, and it's as if maybe he's dead or something. You know, I was, oh my God, see? That's what the worrying is doing.
Water over.
Knock water. I can't get out of it. I don't know what to do.
You have that bracelet on. We were told that's a personal meaning to you. That
This bracelet,
connected to a lot of things besides your arm.
right? This bracelet comes from Self-Realization Fellowship. I belong to that organization. I don't think you know. Do you know who they are?
No.
They were started by an Indian yogi in 1929 by the name of Paramahansa Yogananda. He wrote a book called The Autobiography of a Yogi, which is self-explanatory in itself about where he's coming from. And for the last 10 years, I've been trying to follow their creeds and their thing about meditation. Dennis Weaver is another member of...
He was on with us.
Yeah.
Now, don't you have a ranch somewhere that you're turning into a project for this?
How did you know this?
Well, we got all these people out there that research and follow you around, little short people.
Oh, my God. No, I have a couple of 100 acres in Spokane. I live in Tacoma. But no, that's not for this. That's for private.
Oh, that's a different thing.
Yes, it's private.
It's just your own private ranch.
Yes, my own thing.
So that's where you go to relax.
I haven't gone there yet to relax.
You don't have any...
I haven't any time to go there. I haven't even seen the place.
I was just going to say, I bet you haven't even seen it. Yeah.
Right, how do you know?
I don't know. I
I'm
just bet
hanging
you
out
would
with you.
say.
You know that? It's okay to touch. No, I have a couple of hundred acres but I haven't seen it.
What do you plan on doing with it?
I don't know.
You have no idea.
It sounds good, you know.
It does. It
Right.
sounds wonderful. I mean, whatever he says, it really sounds
When I was doing
good. He's got a
Brubaker,
great touch.
I said to Robert Redford, we were living together practically for 6 months on that film. I said, what do you do then? He says, I have 7,000 acres. I said,
Oh, that's great.
I said, that's it.
Impressive.
That's it. I said, so I'm working on the first 200, and I've got 8,000, get 1,000 more than he, and then I'll call him up to see my place.
I have 2 minks. I'm working on a whole coat, but I just put them together. I figure at some point I'll be a winner.
I got a one-bedroom apartment. That's about it for me. Well, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back. I hope everybody can stay with us. And we'll be back with Don Messick, who is Papa Smurf. Stay with us.